Imagine this. It's 2007. You walk into any phone shop. One brand rules everything. One ringtone, one logo, one company, Nokia. And then, just 6 years later, the king was forced to sell its phone business. What happened? How does a company that once controlled over 40% of the mobile market lose almost everything? And here's the scary part. The same mistake is still killing companies today. This is the fall of Nokia. Before smartphones, Nokia wasn't just successful. Nokia was the mobile industry. From Europe to India to Africa to America, Nokia phones were everywhere. The battery lasted forever. The build quality felt indestructible. And the user experience, simple, reliable, beautiful. Phones like the Nokia 3310 became legends. In many markets, Nokia had a level of trust most brands could only dream of. By 2007, Nokia had over 40% global mobile market share. That's insane. No other phone company came close. Inside Nokia, engineers believed they were unbeatable. Executives believed they had time. And that belief would become their first mistake. And then a company from California walked onto a stage, and everything changed. In January 2007, Apple launched the iPhone. Most of Nokia didn't panic. Why? Because on paper, the iPhone looked weak. No physical keyboard, no removable battery, no stylus. Expensive. Nokia thought, this won't scale. That was mistake number one. They judged the future using old rules. They thought phones were hardware, but smartphones became software, and Nokia's software was a mess. Its operating system, Symbian, had become slow, complicated, and painful for developers. Apps were harder to build, updates were slower, innovation became political. Teams fought internally, executives protected their own products, decisions took months, sometimes years. While startups moved fast, Nokia moved like a giant ship. And then came mistake number two. Nokia saw the future, but couldn't commit to it. Inside the company, engineers were experimenting with touch devices, with Linux-based systems, with modern interfaces. They even had products that looked promising, but leadership kept switching priorities. One platform, then another, then another. By the time a decision came, the market had already moved. And then, Nokia made the decision that changed everything. While Nokia was debating, its competitors were executing. Google launched Android, and Android wasn't just a product, it was a strategy. Google gave it to phone makers, cheap, flexible, scalable. Suddenly, every hardware company had a smartphone OS. Then Samsung Electronics moved aggressively. Fast launches, big marketing, rapid iteration, and, of course, Apple kept improving iPhone every year. Better apps, better cameras, better ecosystem. Meanwhile, Nokia had a choice: adopt Android or build its own future. Instead, in 2011, Nokia partnered with Microsoft and bet everything on Windows Phone. This was supposed to be the comeback. Instead, it became the beginning of the end. Why? Because developers were already building for iOS and Android. Users were already locked into those ecosystems. Apps mattered now, and Windows Phone had too few of them. No ecosystem, no momentum, no network effects. Nokia had great hardware, but great hardware was no longer enough. Then things started falling apart. Sales dropped, developers left, employees lost confidence, customers moved on, and investors panicked. Nokia's smartphone market share collapsed, from market leader to almost irrelevant. By 2013, Nokia sold its mobile phone business to Microsoft. The king was gone. A company that once defined an industry couldn't survive the industry it helped create. And here's what hurts the most. Nokia didn't lose because they lacked talent. They had world-class engineers. They had brand loyalty. They had distribution. They had cash. What they lost was speed, clarity, and courage. If you're a founder, a manager, an engineer, this story is bigger than phones. Success can blind you. What made you win yesterday can kill you tomorrow. Internal politics destroys innovation faster than competitors do. Sometimes the biggest enemy is inside the building. Technology shifts don't wait for consensus. When the market changes, Speed matters more than perfection. And the hardest lesson of all, being right too late, is still losing. So here's the question. If your industry changed tomorrow, would your company adapt or become the next Nokia? Comment below. Was Nokia's biggest mistake ignoring Android or ignoring reality? And if you enjoy stories about technology, leadership, and billion-dollar mistakes, subscribe, because history doesn't repeat. But in tech, it rhymes.